You're watching the AM show. Thank you so much for staying with us here. And it is a Friday. I bet you're excited. Well, apart from the sad news that hit us as a country yesterday, today is yet another day to feel blessed. Time now for the news review. And we're joined this morning by Kamaldeen Abdullahi, Deputy Director Communications for the NPP. And as well, this morning we're joined by Tanko Rashid Computer, CEO, GFEC, and Deputy Director for Elections at the NDC. And I saw Professor Bwedi. You'd find him at the University of Professional Studies at the Department of Accounting. This man speaks data and statistics, especially when it comes to currency and in this country. Prof, thank you for joining us this morning. How are you as well, the two politicians?
Not bad.
You're well?
Except to add that we're all in a morning state.
I know.
I don't know of my brother because albeit this, these tributes pour in, albeit fake and real. I don't know which one he belongs to.
Well, she's our mother. We lost our mother yesterday. I mean, we are in the morning state. She's our mother. One cannot discount it. It's part and parcel of the history of the NDC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is cannot. Nobody can disconnect her. I mean, along the line, something happened and she decided to form her own party. But her umbilical cord is still...
It's with the NDC, yeah?
So that one, yeah.
I see that you're wearing pink.
Yes, this month is breast awareness. This cancer thing that our mothers, young ladies, are suffering. As a corporate entity, decided to promote that one in GFEC. So the whole of this month, every Friday, we wear that one in the agency. Okay. Continue promoting that. So that to create the awareness about this, the dangers of breast cancer and all that. Our mothers who give birth to us, we have to protect them and support them, areas of this nature. It's a terrible disease, so we have to create that awareness. So every Friday, if you come to GFEC, you see everybody wearing. That's
very nice. Yes. We're glad that you're joining in the campaign very much, and the boss himself wearing the pink. Well, this morning, a lot has been happening. Yesterday, of course, by now everybody knows that we lost our longest serving First Lady, Nana Konadu Rawlings. We'll get into that, but let's see what the papers are reporting as well. I have the Ghanaian Times this morning. Right to information must be a living reality for citizens. The Attorney General has been speaking. Story is on page 12 of the Ghanaian Times this morning. And of course, Nana Konadu Rawlings passes on at age 76. Story is on page 13 of the Ghanaian Times this morning. Now, the biggest one in front of the Ghanaian Times this morning is small-scale mining permit audit, and 300 licenses revoked for irregularities, non-compliance with operational standards, and there's a photo of the lands minister there as well. CID arrests 5 for trafficking 57 Nigerians for cybercrime in Ghana. Story is on page 3 of the Ghanaian Times. The Insight as well this morning has been speaking. Mahama, he says, Ghana's judiciary, a model of affirmative action. Yesterday, he's been saying that it looks like for women representation, the judiciary seems to be topping it because of the number of justices who have been sworn in who are female as well. Yesterday, he sworn in a few more High Court judges yesterday. And the Daily Guide this morning as well, 63 NPP MPs endorsed Bawumia for flag bearer, and former First Lady Nana Konadu is gone. Story is on page 3. And an update as well, Edu Boahen warns judge of case. Lawyer walks out as well. That's an update, page 6 of the Daily Guide this morning. And the 5 persons who are suspected of being picked up by the CID, got their photos over here for the syndicates of 57 Nigerians who have been rescued, and human trafficking cybercrime syndicate. And the news center this morning as well has been reporting how 63 out of 87 NPP MPs back Bawumia. Story is on page 7. It has as well been reporting on Nana Konadu Rawlings dying at 76, and as well 300 billion Ghana cedis in digital transaction demands bank reforms. Dr. Siam, the governor of the Bank of Ghana, has that story on page 4 of the news center. And transition to credit-driven economy story is on page 2 of the news center as well. Okay, at least we have a fair idea of what's happening in the news. But Prof, let me come to you. What has your attention in the news? Maybe not in the news, but something that has your attention.
Well, I'm sure from your intro, and then good morning to my colleagues as well. I mean, it's the first time sharing stage with my colleagues, and Tanko is also here, and your good viewers as well. Dominant issues or particular issues that came up. I'm sure you've read the passing of our First Lady, Nana Konadu. Let me also join you by extending my condolence to the family, the bereaved family, the kids, and by extension, the country. We've lost a good one. Nana Konadu was bold, visionary, influential, resilient, and she cut across a lot of tribes, feminists as well. We know that she was one of the reformists that we can talk about. Her work is widely recognized for elevating women's role in Ghanaian politics and society, lifting grassroots women from economic activities to legislations. And she's done so well for the country, and may her soul rest in peace.
Right.
The other issue has to do with the tour of our president when he visited Japan. Remember, I think in August, Ghana, we have announced sweeping reforms in investment laws. We are eliminating mandatory minimum capital requirement for foreign investors. And he made a comment that very soon the country will do away with that threshold. The existing law, I think Ghana Investment Promotion Council, the existing law Act, I think 865 or so, mandates that if you're a foreigner, you are coming into a country, the threshold is, I think, $200,000 or so if you are to partner with a Ghanaian. But if you are to go solo, means that you need to have almost about $1 million. And we are told that there's an act that's about to be passed, and that will scrap that threshold.
Yes.
Yeah, and as much as it's good, we need to look at how we can help the local industry. The passage is fine if you want to pass, and meaning that you are allowing the foreigners to come into the country without any threshold to trade. I'm sure this is as a result of recent increment of our FDI, the foreign direct investment. Almost about, for the first half of the year, it's about 385% increment from 170 something to 865 million or billion or so. So it means that if you look at what is happening just our nose here, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and the rest, they have also relaxed their laws on foreign direct investment. So I'm sure it's as a result of some of these things, that's why the president wants to scrap. But we should find a better way also helping our local industries to also grow when they get such competitions from these investors.
Okay. I'll come to you, Kamal. What has your attention in the news?
Well, good morning once again to you, and good morning to my co-panelists. Obviously, the issue we'll have to delve into later, which is the death of our longest-serving former First Lady, Nana Konadu Rawlings. We'll be looking at it in a way, so I will have to reserve my comments going forward. The other issue has to do with how petty we have become, or we appear as a nation. That's what is on my mind. And why do I say we have appeared so petty? So must we always rename universities after changing government? It's as simple as that. Must we always do that? If there's the need, cabinet decides a law is actually promulgated for an institution to be changed, we agreed, it becomes law. The next government comes, no, we are reverting same. If there's a need for an airport to be named, next government comes, say, no, we are changing the airport. In this case, Tamale Airport is an example. If there's a need for a university in Ho to be renamed after a prominent figure in Ghana, Ephraim Emu was not a politician, I guess. Today, we are told by the majority leader that cabinet has decided that a new law be made to reverse the names of such universities again. That's why I say how petty we have become as a nation. I think it's petty, trust me. The likes of D.S. Dombo, the likes of C.K. Tedian, were they statesmen? The likes of Tolin Natali, were they statesmen? These are notable facts. Okay? I think that in building a nation, we must always look forward. We must always see how we can advance. But this back and forth will not help us. The next time MPP comes, MPP says, we're also going to revert the names. We have...
Should it end here?
It will not end.
Why
That's
not?
what I'm saying. That is, you see, if you read politics into everything, this is what you give birth to. You give birth to what we call pettiness. Today, look at the amount of money that is going to cost us. Letterheads will be changed. Whatever administrative, emblems that they have in the name of the names that they have changed will be changed. That comes with cost. We are looking for advancement. We're looking for infrastructure for those institutions. We're looking at moving forward. And this goes to MPP and NDC. Spare us this idea of, I'm going to rename, this person did this, I'm also going to do that. It is neither here nor there. It's not helping us. So that's what is on my mind, and I think it's so petty, and we should, try as much as possible to eschew that as a people.
Tanko, you're here at least. There's something that's on his mind. He's just shared it with all of us. You want to respond to it first, maybe?
There is something wrong with his perception. Then my brother didn't get his thoughts right on this one. Let me agree to my brother. He's my brother. We are from the same area. Hey, Kamal and then Prof. MFI. You see, these people, when they are speaking, I always tell them, it appears they still don't understand the system we are running in this country. They don't understand. MPP, if they hadn't lost the 2024 election, they would have destroyed the history of this country completely. Our children were going to be brainwashed with their thinking, that UP tradition thinking, that UGCC thing that started and along the line transmogrified itself to UP and finally came to PP and to MPP. They wanted Ghanaian children to think that they are the forebearers of this country. They are the creation of this country. And they did that sustainably from 2017 with Nana Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, being at the helm of affairs, bastardizing our educational system with this kind of stories. Do you remember the issue of the August 14th? When they came in that kind of thing and said Founders Day, where did it come from? Who asked them to do that kind of thing?
What was wrong with it?
Look,
anyway?
from time immemorial, go and read F.K. Boa, the history of Ghana and other things. Whether you see that kind of story in there. Even their own Nana, Dubois, the historian, we read all his books those days in the 80s. Where did that story come from? You went and took something and just wanted to rebrand your people who never even won any election. In fact, Ghanaians rejected the man they put in the JB Dankwa. Ask me, even a primary school teacher beat him up in one of the elections in Abuakwa. Today, they wanted Ghanaians to believe that JB Dankwa was the one who gave birth to Legon, University of Ghana. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to name University of Ghana for JB Dankwa. Can you imagine these people? They went and took the founders of their UP tradition and named universities after them.
Kamal.
Master Kamal, just spare us this story, this thing. I beg you, change
Kamal, what
your
informed the
narrative.
decision to
That
want
thing
to
should
change
stop
to
it.
the University of
That's
Ghana?
what I'm saying.
Can I answer MFS question?
Look, I am saying...
Or let him land.
Your
Take
thought
note
this
of it.
morning is not well properly financed, in the sense that you cannot bring your founders of your party your UP tradition and decided to name our universities after them and want Ghanaians to believe that we should go up along with that. Tell me, you are talking of Dombo and all these things that you put together. We don't know your founders.
But these people, what they were...
No. You see, we are saying that if we are naming a university, we are looking at somebody whose contribution has an impact in the development of this country. Tell me what these people, the impact did they do?
Can I answer your question?
We don't know the people who started throwing bombs in Ghana.
Good.
So how else would you have loved him to say it? How are the thoughts not properly?
It's not properly put together.
I thought when my brother...
Come on, let me face it. We are mourning. Don't let us go that far.
Okay, we are where we are.
See, I didn't let's do mourn.
Well,
no, you started.
No, but I have to answer your question.
You have to mourn.
It's very important.
You see, you people...
No, don't edge me out.
You people...
Don't worry. After saying what you have not said.
Nana Akufo-Addo. You people made our mother be in this state until our mother died. Your party, MPP.
What did they do?
No, don't worry. We'll come to that. You see?
Let us mourn our mother. We lost her yesterday. You are bringing in a gauntlet that we don't want. And we are saying that, ignore that. We want to rebrand, reset the country and reset our educational system so that our children and the generation to come will know that we have a very sanctified history of Ghana.
Okay. So because
can I answer your question?
Okay.
Yes.
It's uncle.
It's simple.
So you know
you
that,
asked me a simple question.
Yes. What informed the decision to want to change the University of Ghana particularly?
When you take UMAT, okay,
UMAT, yes, University of Mines and Technology. You renamed it to George Grant.
Perfect. Okay. And I want to stay put there. George Grant, we all know, even the Kwame Nkrumah you sit here to tout, that they were the true statesmen, was brought into this country, if only you are not going to twerk history or change history, by George Grant, who had the vision to say, I have the money. There are our competitors out there who can come help us fight for nationalism. Such a person is today adored, is today actually acknowledged, is today given the opportunity for a university to be named after. You say, no, it is UP tradition.
But you see,
now,
with this analogy,
Ephraim Amu, I ask you a simple question. Ephraim Amu, that famous musicologist, whole university, technical university, named after him, what has he got to do with UP?
You want me?
You don't know the history? You see, when we sit here and then we want to do politics,
Prof, I'll come to you.
That's the danger.
Let's trash this out once.
For me, I think that yes, you have the power now, and sometimes they say power silences justice. So go ahead and silence justice and do what you want to do.
Okay,
pack your courts, do whatever. Okay, but of course, the history of Ghana will not be taken away. UGCC was formed to fight for nationalism, which they achieved. At the point they broke apart, and then Kwame Nkrumah went his way, others also went their way. That does not negate the history that UGCC was formidable in liberating our country.
Very well said, Kamal. But you also agree that for most of the names that existed as well, if given the opportunity, those who named them would also advance very valid and very potent arguments why those names were given to them.
Sadly, they don't even have a tradition to having named anybody in the history.
Okay.
NDC has no tradition. They don't even have the
response to this.
They have nobody in the roots. Tell me who. They was on one vein they are on Nkrumah. The next moment you don't even know where they are. They trace the history to Kwame, to Rawlings. After Rawlings, no history. So who will you name after NDC?
At some point, they have no tradition. It ends, does it not? If you keep tracing,
it doesn't end. History is what makes us. Past events is what makes us.
What I mean is that when you're tracing back, when you're tracing back, it definitely will end at some point. It can't keep going, right?
Obviously.
Okay, so, but Tanko, respond to this.
The political destabilization in Ghana started under you people. These people started destabilizing.
Tell Ghanaians your tradition.
The country. As soon as Kwame Nkrumah started beating them in 1951, even beat them in 1957, finished them up in 1966, they realized that Ghanaians don't need them. Because that tradition is not the type that you should be allowed to govern this country.
If you go this route, wouldn't there people counter you with the Revolution Party?
No, I'm saying that who started it? Who started destabilizing the country? Isn't it these bomb throwers? Those people there say they named the universities after. Were the people who started throwing bombs at Kwame Nkrumah? They were the people who started this. I'm saying that they wanted to hide the history and wanted to brand these people nicely by naming universities after them, so that their names will be properly branded. We won't allow it.
Okay.
Nobody's going to allow
tradition.
This. We are not going to allow it to brand our universities with bomb throwers.
Okay.
So we stopped it. In mentioning about Ephraim, when Ephraim's name was mentioned, you saw what happened at voter region. The chiefs and other people ganged up a press conference, even in front of Nana, and said they were not going to agree.
They said he was UP.
They said they were not going to agree. Do you know why they said they were not going to agree?
You see the point.
The chiefs, opinion leaders of voter region, indigenous voter region, spoke strongly against it and said, no, we won't do this. Don't do this. If you are looking for somebody to name, not Ephraim.
Okay, so
what are you talking about?
So come on. In this case, renaming it after individuals, you realize that there are some names that when we mention in this country, there's no debate about it, right? And so why don't you people just, both parties, when you have power, why don't you just leave it at a neutral name? For example, Whole Technical University, there's nothing to debate about it.
You see, a nation that does not, I'm saying, a nation that does not, okay, acknowledge and also, as much as possible, try to, if you like, uplift the names of their past heroes, that nation is doomed.
And then when these heroes, when everybody's not on the same page with such hero, what then do we do? We'll be at a cross.
You see, I have always maintained that it is important, like I said, to uplift your founders, acknowledge them, give them that adoration. And at the end of the day, you will be able to say that, look, you are advanced and going forward.
So when
and you'll be able to motivate
when the
people
NPP come back, when he gets power, will you change it?
That will see to the development of this
When
country.
he gets power, will you change it after they have reversed?
You see, it's the point I'm saying. You see, well, are you God? Are you God? Who are you?
Come to power.
Who are you God?
You see,
Who are you?
Because of your behavior, your nature.
Who are you?
It's not about God. The God we think of is all of us here. He created his image.
Saying
so
that, that's why I said that, look, this back and forth will not help us. You will end up doing this. The next moment, another party comes and say, no, we are also going to do this.
So it must end. Where do you recommend it ends? It ends with the names that you gave or the one that's going to be reversed?
That is why I think that it is important we try to nip some of these pettiness in
Where
the back.
Do you recommend it end?
Forward as a people.
Where should we end it? Should we allow that it be reversed, or we should leave it at the new names? Because we must find some finality to this.
Yeah,
Where do you recommend?
I made a comment. I said power silences justice. Power is used to do whatever you want to do. Today we have seen it. You see, but one thing politicians must know is that power is transient. It's not permanent. There's no way you are going to hold it forever.
They are not saying that it's transient. It's very beautiful.
If you hold power today and you think that is all, you do what you want to do. Do your worst. Trust me.
No, come
the next moment is going to change it.
Come along with me. You are asking that at some point. And Prof, I'm going to come to you because, of course, you're a lecturer. And as to whether the name of the institution even matters, you know.
I thought you allowed them to do it.
But you are calling for an end to this. And I'm asking you that at what point should we end? Should we end at where we're renamed at, or at where it's going to be reversed to?
Well, you see, the point is, that's why I raise it, for us to debate and then come to a conclusion, okay? The logical conclusion that we all need as a country is what we ought to arrive at. But, like I said, today you have renamed. The other government come to say, no, we are reverting, or we are also renaming, as it were, okay? To what end? That's the question you ask. To a point where we all agree that, look, let us advance. Let's look at things that will help this country rather than staying on naming of institutions.
Prof,
physically.
Doesn't matter. Rashid.
Let me see, you must face it. You were in power for 8 years. You didn't even build one wall for a university.
Oh, really?
People built universities.
What are you talking about?
People built universities.
My friend.
Finished the university. You came and wanted to name it after your founders. Oh. Who does that? Who allowed this? Look, Professor Mills built a university. You came, you wanted to name it after your founder.
Oh, but have you inaugurated projects that was started by the...
He said, this thing is petty. And I want to let my brother know that, look, the thing that they are doing, we are not going to allow it. We won't allow you to destroy the history of this country. By going to pick your founding fathers of your political tradition and started naming universities after them, so that to brainwash our children, they won't understand the history of this country and think that these people were contributors to the development of this country, when they were actually the destructive tendencies of this country. They were the people who started throwing bombs. And we might face it. And I'm saying that, look, my brother Kamal, let's face it. You know where we are coming from. How can we build an airport? You have traditional leaders who did massively well for the northern sector and other part of the country. Then you came and picked somebody because the person was from your tradition to name an airport after that, this the person. Do you think we are going to allow it? Are you not going to destroy the history of northern Ghana? Is that what we should allow to stand? That's why we say we won't allow it. We have it, and I'm happy. You see, we have a president who is a historian. You know that our president has a background of history.
He does.
And a communication.
He does.
Yes.
In communication, I know.
Yes,
I know
and
about
history.
Okay.
Yes, he learned history in the University of Ghana.
Okay.
And he taught history in Ghana school, his former school.
Okay.
So he knows what he's doing. He understood the history of this country perfectly well. We won't allow it. Look, as soon as you forget your history, you forget everything about it.
But the history existed for him to come
I
and
am saying that's why I referred to my brother. He should go back. Let's go and read F.K. Bois and Edu Bois himself. I read their books in the 70s and 80s. The history of Ghana and all that. And even go and look at the venerable former Speaker of Parliament.
Which one of them?
Professor Michael Kwe.
Okay.
He wrote copiously about Ghana history and all that. Where did all these things come from? When has MPP all of a sudden decided to come in 2017 in power and decided renaming people because of their history?
Let me
we
go
were
to the
very
lecture.
lucky that we pushed them out in 2024. Otherwise, Legon would have gone down to be known as JB Dankwa University. Who would have accepted this? Thank God they have gone. And I'm saying that now I'm happy MPP have realized that power is transient. We're saying that they thought we were joking. 2024.
But now that they're saying it,
no,
are you
I'm
hearing?
saying that we knew of it. It's transient. NDC knew of it. We brought the democracy in 1992, 2002, with our mother, Nana Konadu. They came, took power to 2000. We came back strongly. See how we've changed the hands. And we have been telling them the way you are misbehaving against Ghanaians, 2017 to 2020, for as if this country existed because of MPP. You will be punished severely. They refused. They were brandishing power everywhere and misbehaving left and right. MPP. Today we are saying power is transient. When have you come to learn this?
Okay.
Maybe a professor will help us in this.
Let's go to let's go to Prof. Prof.
That's the question meant for me anyway, but that's where But the question meant for me.
I want to.
And I would have explained to him why I said that power was transient.
No, but you people didn't see it.
Prof is such a gentleman. He'll give you your time. Give you some of the time.
It's common knowledge. We started off this fourth Republican Constitution with a political party called NDC within power. At a point, MPP came in. Again, NDC came back. At a point, MPP came in. Am I not justified to say power was transient? It's as simple as SY.
I don't think there's a debate
for you
to
now
this.
to ask me, when did I realize it? I think, as I said, it's tried. Sometimes, see, when we are having a conversation or when we are having a communication, let's try as much as possible not to think that we are the only people encoding for people to decode. No.
We are just referring to
You are not the
your
only
behavior
person.
in power
Once you encode,
in 2020.
you will decode and tell you that
2020,
your
2024.
argument is wobbling. There's no logic. So when I say power was transient, it's just tried. It's common. You know it. So do what you do your worst today. Tomorrow we will come. Inshallah.
Okay.
Of course, NDC, we are going to do what Ghanaians want. And we are doing it.
Oh, really?
So this desire of renaming institutions and all of that, this desire, if you look deeper into it, what does the literature tell you? What are you picking?
If I just one statement and that ignited all this, we spend almost about. But I think it's a very important question you ask your guest. Why do we name institutions, buildings, facilities after some people? It is just about legacy, celebrating achievement of an individual, contributed in diverse ways. It could be money, it could be awards or knowledge or some breakthrough or lives that have been shaped by that individual. So when the person leaves the scene or passes on or even still alive, we decide to name institutions or a facility after the person. In fact, if we go to various universities, we have the names there. Do we still continue naming these institutions or facilities after these individuals? I'm not a historian. But I've given you reasons why we do this. And from the statement, the question you asked all of us, that what's our view? And I'm sure that's what I said mine. He also said it. Then we had a reaction from my good friend. So
he's not giving his view even.
Easier to give.
He's not giving his
So I don't know how many...
Only to react to what
he gave his view
with no
on Nana Konadu Ajman.
Yes.
He started by eulogizing her. And even talked about how their company is very dedicated to breast cancer every Friday.
So he reacted, and I'm sure that's where we are now. But in his intro, his submission, he said two things which I picked.
Okay.
He condemned the elsewhere administration. He said both NDC and PP will become petty.
Absolutely, that's what I said. That's exactly what I
think from this, and I will justify that. And then he also mentioned cost implications when we change names. In fact, I don't know whether Auditor General or institutions in charge of estimating cost when a particular name, an institution or something is changed. Look, it starts from the bottom to the end.
Right.
To the top. You have to change letterheads. You have to change so many things, and that's huge cost to the country. I estimate the cost and the importance of. So for one breath, it's good to name institutions after individuals. That's no problem. But the issue is the frequency in which we change these names and the cost associated with this. Today, if we are saddled with Galamsey challenges, have we forgotten? People are dying through Galamsey. A lot of issues are happening around this area. Health issues, education, roads. We are now looking for support from IMF, other organizations, and the rest. And when we get the money, we come back and we use this same money to change names, after buildings, after buildings. What is the importance of all this?
Priorities, you say? Good.
For me, that's an angle I'm coming from. It's good, I've established. It's good if you want to change name and give names to other people, just to honor achievements of these individuals. The legacy, the person left behind. We must do that. But when it becomes one too many, MPP comes, they will change a name. The NDC also will take over, they keep changing names. So when can we have finality to this? What law? I'm not a historian, so I'm not a lawyer too. I'm sure that something must be done, the frequency. Because look at the cost. And we are going to have a parliament to sit, I don't know when, and this bill will be brought. And it will cost us.
I think it puts finality to this matter, where once there is a regulation that you cannot just keep coming and changing, won't be changing things as and when a president or as a new government, feels like it's right.
There's a law like
unless, of course, this regulation makes the reversal static.
No, even currently as it stands, the names that, of course, the universities bear are grounded in law.
Okay.
So what this government is seeking to do
is amending
that also again come with a new bill to say that the name is going to be changed. That also
which means that another government can introduce another bill.
There's no substantive law saying that do not change names, as you're trying to indicate.
Okay.
But everybody comes with a bill and then make a law and say, I've changed the name. Just like we did to Flagstaff House. From Flagstaff House, we come back to Jubilee House. First, it was Jubilee House. Now to NDC came and said, we're changing it to Flagstaff House.
I think that for the politics of it, it's quite an ending.
But I think it's petty.
What do you get out of all this? I don't know what it does.
It's really petty, trust me.
It represents something, all right.
Taco here says that it is because they don't want to distort history.
We don't want to distort
I'm not even... These people...
Prof,
was Flagstaff.
See, my problem with these people is that...
Anything
Nkrumah did... Okay, Prof, I defer.
There you go.
I defer.
He's a prof.
The point is that there should be a finality to this.
Okay.
I hear the airport is going to be changed, the name. I don't know whether I have it.
Is this true?
Which one?
There was a rumor sometime.
Yeah, Kotoka International Airport.
It hasn't come to my knowledge.
It hasn't come to your knowledge yet. Are you being a politician or you're...
No, it hasn't come.
Oh, you haven't heard it?
I haven't.
we are here.
You know, in the era of social media,
So I think,
a lot of things out there.
it's becoming one too many.
Okay.
My focus is on challenges we have as a country,
Right.
as against some of these things.
Let's talk about one of the challenges that interest everybody, the fight against illegal mining. And you've seen that the Ghanaian Times is reporting this morning as well on our portals. The Lands Minister has revoked 300 licenses, and this was after he ordered an audit into the already existing licenses for small-scale miners. 300 of them have been revoked for irregularities and non-compliance with operational standards. Let's talk about this, the journey to the fight or ending illegal mining. In the scope of it, Kamal, I'll come to you. 300 licenses revoked. I like to think that these are licenses that were issued probably previously, because since this government came to power, they say they have not issued any licenses yet. How do you feel about this?
Obviously, yes. I am one of those who hold the view that to fight illegal mining, where we sit today as a people, mining should be tentatively stopped. Mining of all forms. And that is my view. Because if we allege an illegality is going on, which is hampering our progress, which is destroying our environments, which is inimical to our growth as a people, what do you have to do? Issue a moratorium. Call a halt to every form of mining, streamline the environment, sanitize it, find out. Now you've just come out to tell us that some 278 licenses operationally are not obliging. Do we even know how many when you do proper auditing? Okay? So point I'm making is that every single form of mining, in my view, should stop.
Even when the other ones is making the country some money.
That's why you engage. There's a problem. There's a canker. So these are people who also mean well for Ghanaians. They are companies anyway. You are not stopping their businesses. It's just so simple. Invite them to a roundtable discussion. Yes, we granted you license to do XYZ. The Constitution says that the minerals of this country is vested in the hands of the president, who must hold it in trust on our behalf. Therefore, the president says that, look, a lot is going on. To hold this in trust for the people of Ghana, I want all of you to stop this and give us 6 months to sanitize the environment, find out what we can do. Then at the end of the day, we'll come back again to do proper mining, responsible mining. But you don't come sit here, cry or shed crocodile tears in the eyes of the public, claim you are fighting Galamsey, get your own Ghanaian, your people. It's in the news. You see MPs fighting with their DCs. This MP came out to say that his DC, sometime to a large extent, is complicit in Galamsey. In somewhere, Ebuakwa, we are told that a chairman of the NDC, the NDC chairman's son, is neck deep in Galamsey. A lot of them go to Obuasi, go to Ashanti region. These things happen. And it is not to say that when MPP were also in power, we didn't have people out of us who were unscrupulously doing this to this country. So at what point are we going to stop this? It's not about revoking licenses. It's about making sure that you fight this thing head on. You campaigned to Ghanaians. You told us that you had the best panacea. You had the best solution to it. Only for you to come and resort to rhetorics. These things will not fight Galamsey, in my view. So I am for the head-on fight. And the head-on fight, the solution for me is that let's first of all issue a moratorium, stop stop mining, and when you stop mining, sanitize the system, bring back on board those who are deemed to be properly situated to mine, and let them be monitored and mine, and see if we are not going to have a progress in this. We're going to make progress in this. But if we don't do this, and we continue back and forth. Look, I recall how many times we have discussed, we have spoken about illegal mining on this set. Each time I come, any week you call me to come here, illegal mining is on the table.
Does it still staring us
everywhere? Well, it's still a burning issue. But my point here is that at what point are we going to stop this? Look, and this is a national issue. It's a canker, it's a problem. As when we seek to politicize this, and I keep saying this,
in the Eswell government, I recall that there was a partial ban on mining. Did it solve the problem?
It did. For 9 months. when Akufo-Addo issued that moratorium, except after that,
So
when
for
they
9
lifted
months, when they lifted it, then it went back.
That is why I'm saying unscrupulous ones will take advantage.
But
it was a great solution.
Then this call to stop all forms of mining, it must be forever then.
No, it's not forever. You see, if we called for it and for 9 months we saw progress, then when it came back, people threw their hands in despair and it went haywire again. It means that there's a learning point there. So if a new government comes and resort to say, what you have to do, how did it go wrong when they were called back? At that point, you would have to do proper, if you like, auditing of the events that caused it again to escalate.
And is that not what they're doing?
No, I am saying, no, what are they doing? If they should call back now, if they should halt it now.
I'll come to Tanko, but let me stay with you. Paint a picture for me. For example, if we halted mining, all forms of mining, say for a year, and then the government now says that we can get back to mining, we have precedents that when it happened previously, people still went back to mining unsustainably or illegally. So if this government does the same, and then we come back to mining, and then people are still mining illegally, what are some of the measures they will put in place that is not happening now already? Let us not
become pessimistic on this. I am saying that it happened before. And when it happened, we had progress made. But when it was called back or released, of course, the unscrupulous ones who wants to make quick fixes went into it and it escalated again. So at that point, the precedent I'm talking about, if we had this, what are we going to do? So that when we revert back to mining again, okay, responsible mining will actually be what it is and not illegal mining. That is why you have to look at it. So if the first person failed, okay, after calling them back, how did it fail? That is where you have to study.
So they should pick up from. They should pick up from.
I mean, the right thing is that
they should pick up from the sanity that came when they halted mining.
Absolutely.
And then go to what they did, what was done wrong when the mining started again.
The only way right now we have just had licenses that have been halted. So I'm saying that if
there's Mimas, there's River Guards.
Yeah. Why? They were. What's the name? What name did we give them after under Akufo-Addo? We had Gallant Stop. We had whatever. Same, just change of name.
Okay. Now let's just take a trip to the sitting government. Tanko, you've heard. How much will it cost us as a country if we halted mining and all forms of mining, at least for some time? How much will it cost us?
You see, we declined the invitation being extended to us by Kamal. He should have been apologizing to Ghanaians.
Can you imagine?
MPP should come. Oh, you see, let's face it. Okay. If you don't dress a wound and put medicine on it, you think you are going to get it.
And the wound is MPP.
He knows it. But you know it.
The wound is MPP.
The wound is MPP, of course. You know it.
He wants us to go this way.
Kamal, let's face it. I thought His Excellency Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia has started apologizing to Ghanaians. But the thing you are doing here, it appears you are not part of his apology.
MFA.
He's apologizing. Do you know why they are apologizing? No, I'm coming to that. You wait.
I'm listening to him. Let him have his time.
Somebody used 8 years to destroy the forest cover. I'm happy you are showing it behind. 8 damn good years to destroy the forest cover.
Tanko, but illegal mining didn't start.
Yes. Very good.
Very established years ago.
MFA. Illegal mining was not done in forest areas, forest reserve, and water bodies. It's MPP government who came and enacted a law that allowed their party people, because the party Hiyansika, you remember that statement? That they should go to the forest and water bodies and start destroying it because of party Hiyansika. They formed a cabal and said a ministerial committee to handle it. And their duty was to secretly recruit party people and send them into the forest areas and started destroying the forest cover and the water bodies. For 8 good damn years. This is what these people did to the forest. When we're fighting and running after them and telling them what you are doing, you are destroying the future generation forests and all that. What did they say? They used water cannons and other things and beat the hell out of the demonstrators who even went there and described Flagstaff House areas as a security zone, so nobody should step foot over there. Is that not what they did to Vomowo and his group? To the extent they nearly banned even throw people from using that front road because the king was inside. This is what these people did. We saw it. And we knew that, look, these people, what they did, To the extent when they were leaving office, as soon as we voted them out, we saw almost 600 excavators landing at the port, Tema Port. You know that issue, that is still there.
Well, because when
what
you
were they
ship,
bringing the
when you ship
excavators
something,
for?
it takes time to
No,
arrive.
I'm saying, what were they bringing the excavators to? To do what? These are not known contractors who are coming to use it for road contracts or other things.
Okay.
So come and continue destroying the forest.
Uncle, let's just
We
assume
won.
that
And
it's
I'm
the
saying that
reason
the
why they
government
lost
came in.
power.
They lost. Beautiful.
Let's just assume that it is
This
one of the
300,
reasons why they lost
we
power.
have to congratulate the minister and the president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He said he's going to fight this menace. 300 is gone. Others will go down. More of them. Some are facing court cases for what they did. We are not going to allow this. I think you should be apologizing to Ghanaians
But he
and
says
thank
that.
the NDC government
He says
for
that.
facing it
He says
to make
that.
sure that
Tanko, he says that during their time, they stopped all forms of mining for a while, and then they saw that things had improved slightly.
NPP never stopped all form of mining. What are they talking about? I'm saying that, you see, you must
correct
separate
it,
between...
That is wrong.
Make
Look,
him
oh,
explain.
no, no.
You're here.
Don't say we
Get out
never
of here.
stopped.
Let's
all
hear
forms of
him.
mining. We did.
Let's hear him.
No, no.
Come on,
no,
let's
no,
hear him.
No, it's
Let me
not.
hear you.
It's not
What
true.
is not true?
If you stop mining,
Maybe you're not in this
when
camp.
you're talking of mining, you see, we have several types of mining in the country. What you were trying to do at that time was looking at small-scale mining and all that. You didn't stop the huge mining things. Anglo-Go Ashanti were the people that were mining.
Come on, so it was partial
That's
mining.
what I'm saying. That
You stopped,
for
right?
that one,
Or was it entirely?
what government is trying to do?
Was it entirely?
It's
'Cause
not
I thought it was
entirely.
partial.
We're all in
saying
this
that.
country. Kamal, okay, I give you amnesty because you see, my brother, you're in Saudi Arabia, you're not in Ghana. So we're with them.
My brother.
You see,
you are saying that.
this mining thing that we are talking of, you saw His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, the best president we have seen so far in this country.
Isn't it too early? It's 9 months.
9 months, and you have not even seen a single scandal in this country. Tell me which president. I've been in this process since 1992. We have seen government after government. Which government has come to power 10 months in government, and you will not even see single scandal. These people came within 2 months. You saw what was going on at the Flaxer House.
Oh.
Contaminated boss oil were being disseminated and given to each other as toffees. You remember the issue of seat scandal. You want to sit by the president, you have to pay some $200,000 US.
Okay, let's make progress.
Have you seen it? I'm
Let's
saying
make
that the best president so far is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Is there. The record is there. Nobody can disturb that record. 10 months, no scandal. All his sectors, agencies, fantastic. Everything is going on. 300 gone. Others are going down. And we are saying that you should be apologizing to Ghanaians. Come on, don't do this.
In
Your
10
candidate
months,
is
in 10 months,
yes.
all of the measures that you've put in place in the fight against illegal mining, do you see the progress? Do you see some results?
Oh, yes, we have seen results, a lot. In fact, we have seen results, a lot. You see, some of the excavators being confiscated. They are not given back to them. A lot of water pumps machines have been taken and given to farmers. In fact, some of my people up north are beneficiaries of those things. People bought those machines and sent them to the water bodies to destroy the water. We've confiscated them. This time we are not burning them. We give them to farmers to do irrigation farming, to feed Ghanaians. These are all benefit. And go and see, some of the water bodies are now changing. The color of the water is now changing back to normalcy because NEMA is working. The colonel who is leading the group, the man is doing fantastic. It's working. They are going after them. These 300 people, they were just given the licenses. You see, MPP, the thing you did against Ghanaians, I don't know why they still think they can come
Let me
up.
go to Prof.
Look, they were given out licenses like toffees.
London, let me go to Prof.
Toffees. They were just sharing like toffees.
Prof.
And they will use those licenses to go and destroy our forest cover.
Well, Prof.
I'm happy they have taken down 300 of them.
Do you see why
Is it-
every time the NDC is talking about illegal mining, they're quick to point to the NPP? Of course, illegal mining didn't start just 8 years ago. Since I was a child, I've been hearing about Galamsey. But do you appreciate why every time they must make a point, they go back to the NPP? Because then they will refer to the LI, which allows the president to allow people to mine in the Forest Reserve. It's one of the cardinal points that they always use to want to make their point. Do you see the fairness in this?
Whether I see fairness in this or not, the issue is what we are saddled with today. Today, what are we facing? I've been in this country for some time now. Administration that joked with Galamsey was sent to opposition. If you joke with that issue, you'll be in opposition before you realize. So this administration must accept the criticisms, the suggestions, issues that people are raising, and tackle the issue head on. There was a recent meeting the president had with the media, the stakeholders. That day, I had another view that the fight is beyond the president. Yeah.
When he met with the CSOs?
Yeah. It was beyond the president or this administration. He needed other inputs, suggestions, and there's nothing wrong. If you open that door for people to bring suggestions, fine. But after the engagement, we've seen the NIMO, whatever. I don't know the report so far. We have the free guards. I don't know where we are now. There was a talk about AI to fight this galamsey. I don't know the status of AI. Maybe another AI is about to be developed. The recent one we had was the one from China. I'm looking for the AI that's about to be developed to help fight the galamsey. But you see, the minister makes an attempt of revoking 300 licenses. I'm sure that's what you read.
Yeah.
Good attempt. But you see, when you have a house or you are building, you have 2 gates. Often they tell you to have 2 gates. One in front and one at the back. What this administration or what this minister is doing is to lock the front gate. And then the back gate is open. That's where the legal miners are operating from. Cancelling 300 means that those who are trying to use a law to work are those that you can have in your books. But these illegal miners, they don't queue at commissioner. They don't come for licenses. That's not where they take licenses for.
They go and dig.
They are in the bush, digging. So if you cancel 300 licenses, you are invariably...
Is that not what the NIMOS is curing?
No, you are invariably taking care of those who you have in your records, who are perceived to be you doing the right thing, but maybe for some other reason they are not. What about those in the villages?
Those in the villages, Prof, do you appreciate what NIMOS is doing? Because that, of course, the administrative part will not go into the bush, but the NIMOS is what can go in there for those who are doing it at the back door.
Do you have any report in terms of what they have done so far?
I mean, yeah, of course, we read the news all the time when they send the reports.
I've not seen any reports. I've not heard any report. If they are doing, so be it. That's fine. But I have not had any reports.
Kamal, have you seen any?
And I see the water, the TBT level.
That we see.
See,
yeah.
That's the evidence I have. Once I see a clean water, I know something's been done.
Absolutely.
But I don't see. So the issue is that administration must not joke with this issue. Whether MPP or DC. If you joke with this issue, you'll be in opposition. No? Remember what happened to NPP?
Could you hear Prof?
Prof, you asked me a question. You asked whether I've seen any report. I've seen Erastus' report. Erastus says mining or illegal mining, whatever attempt you claim you have put in to stem it, is not working because it's getting worse. Okay. I've seen it. I've seen the report by an Adom FM reporter, or the Adom TV reporter. His name is, I may get it right for you later, saying that, look, whatever that you say you claim you are doing in the forest and wherever the illegal mining is going on, it's not working. Because we know our river bodies are still under attack by these illegal miners. Not too long ago, I've seen a report where NIMOS went into operation. Immediately they left, the illegal miners were back again on site. I've seen such a report. That is why I'm saying that, not me, the acting Chief Justice, Justice Bafuboni, is on record to have said that under John Dramani Mahama's administration, this 9 months of administration or 8 months, galamsey has gotten worse. I didn't say it. It took the government communication man, Felix Ofosukwati, to come and say that, okay, prove evidence, give us evidence. Really? So you see, like Prof said, it's not about curtailing 278 licenses. Those were illegal people were deemed to be working. If they have operationally not done something, that is not illegal. Our problem, our issue has to do with the illegal mining. And if my brother wants us to go on blaming each other, we can do it and do it well. It's not about the MPP. He said that. He said here that it is the MPP's problem and not the NDC's problem. And I'm saying that, one, you drew his attention to it. Illegal mining didn't start under MPP. Inus of Husseini is alive. He should find out when he was minister in charge of natural resources. The problem he had to go through with illegal mining. Professor Mills, of blessed memory, had cause to say that illegal mining was a canker. Then MPP wasn't in power. So when we sit here and then we're speaking to Ghanaians who are so discerning and who understand issues, let us not trivialize matters and try to make it look partisan politics. This is a serious matter on the table, and I have always said that, look, devoid of politics, let's see how we can solve this. Me, I'm not for quick fixes. Everybody knows me. I am for working hard, pursuing whatever I want to pursue legitimately, get to a level wherever, whatever God is going to put me and whatever He's going to give me, I'm okay with it. And I want everyone to have such thinking. So when these matters come, I speak it with passion. And I say that we should try and to take this politics out of it.
Okay, so do I get the impression
he doesn't want to appreciate?
Yes.
Let's call a spade a spade. Prof, and I'll be blunt on this. Let's call a spade a spade. We are fixing a serious problem caused by the MPP government. You all knew it. That is where I have a problem. I'm saying that, no, that is not true. That's why I say we must.
And that cannot be true. Thank you. You see, let's not do this.
Kamal, you were quiet. I was quiet. I was quiet when you were talking. I was quiet. Party here.
Well, I didn't make that. One Professor Mo spoke. Was it MPP?
I am saying party here, Sika. I didn't say it. You group your ministers, top level minister. Prof, you are aware of that.
Your national organizer, who you serve with, where is he? What is he doing?
Call him to order.
No, your national organizer. I didn't say it. Attorney General said he should be investigated for Galamsey. Your national organizer.
Kamal.
So don't sit here and say it's MPP.
I have not.
Your third vice chairperson, Husseini Abanga, is complicit. You know him.
I will call everybody on this table to order if I have to. Don't worry. I'm hearing.
But he wants us to go on that.
No, because we've established on this table that illegal mining didn't start 10 months ago. Neither did it start 8 years ago.
And his executives are next deep.
That's established.
His executives are next deep.
That's established. So we're going to. We're making progress.
The magnitude at which we saw under the regime of Nana Akufo-Addo, the party here Sika people. You see, the party here Sika, we can't run away from it. Prof, you saw it. And we are saying that if you say, Prof, we have closed the front door and opened the back door. Which back door? This 300.
Prof is right.
Look, which back door? Prof, where is the 300?
The 300.
The 300, none of them was given to by this administration. Why would they give? They took this license and went be doing illegal mining.
Oh, really?
That's illegal force. They're doing illegal mining. Most of them. Look, it's true. The minister stated it. If you go deep, when the minister was talking about it, why are we dealing with Prof?
Let me clarify something.
Yes.
I'll give you your time.
I mean, there was an analogy.
Yes.
That when you take this action,
yes,
it appears the front door is locked, but the back door is open.
Now I understood it appears. So, I understood it now, it appears. Yeah. But it doesn't appear that way, Prof. It doesn't appear that way. What is happening is this.
God.
Why is Wontumi in court? Is he not having a proper license? Was given a proper license? Yeah, he was given a license. But did he use the license of which he was given to go and do the work? He decided to use a license in an illegal form. And to go to a path that he was not allowed to.
Allegedly.
Okay, well, whether allegedly or not, he's facing that. Oh, I'm saying that. For MPP, when we talk, we
don't do that.
We'll use the allegedly for you. That's the language. Okay, allegedly.
Don't do that.
Now, 300 people, 300 licenses, you were giving to them like toffees. They use these 300 people. You know the distraction they've caused to the forest. You think they just sat down, the minister just sat down and said, let's just revoke the thing because I don't like them. A painstakingly investigation went into this, their operation, and saw that these people, party here group, they gave them to go and they are destroying the forest cover left and right. Kamal, instead of you to be remorseful, you are
who should be remorseful? Remorseful for what? Your national organizer doing Galamsey?
I am saying that your
remorseful for your third vice chairman doing Galamsey.
Your candidate
your DCE is doing Galamsey.
Your candidate. His Excellency.
But you are not using allegedly.
I am saying. So you see.
You have not given
They are not before court. They are not before court. They are not before court. These are reports that, of course, we
That's
have
even
all read.
worse.
And
That's
even
a report.
MPs, their own MPs have come to speak about it. Brim DC.
In that case,
Yesterday,
that's he will cite. Then he will cite the woman case because at the time the minister in charge said
it's a national problem.
No, but I'm saying that once you come with a clean hand, once you accuse somebody, he will do same.
Kamal, I'm saying that. You see, let's face it.
Is it their brothers? So what?
You see, Kamal, let's face it. Your people have done a lot of, I would say, human criminal act against the good people of Ghana. That's why we got 38%.
Oh, you have done nothing.
But why would they give you 38%?
You have done nothing.
The NDC is fixing it.
You had 41% some time ago, you remember?
We are resetting the country. We never got 41. Go and
You
check
did.
this. We are resetting the country. We are resetting the forest cover. We are resetting the mines. You see, we have two difficulties in Ghana currently. One, developing the country is a challenge. The other challenge is how to reset MPP and their thinking. That's the two challenges. No, it's a fact too. The way they are.
You have a problem.
Why is it your problem?
No, it's a problem.
When you bring a brother like this to come and talk
No, you know why I'm saying this? You know why I'm saying this? You are trying to resolve a problem. They don't see that the problem was created by them.
Tanko
That we are
decided
trying
to
to
set his own
resolve.
topics and discuss them.
And yet,
not what you give
if it's not a challenge to reset them in Ghana, why are you going to reset people like that? They don't see anything wrong with what is going on. What they see is that they are interested in 2028 elections. That's why they are telling us that they are coming back. You, after causing all this crime against Ghanaians, they are thinking of coming back.
But in 2016, when you lost, were you not thinking of coming back in 2020?
But everybody saw that. If not because of crooked electoral commission, how can MPP win 2020 election? They rigged the election. The fact is, let's not go there. If we want another table, we can
also handle
it.
this.
The election was properly rigged in 2020.
I was hoping we would go to the legacy of Nana Konadu, but let's handle this.
We must go there. Let's go there, and I'll tell you how wicked these people are. Let's go there. It's very important. I've been waiting for it.
The point is that
Tell you how wicked these people are to the Voltarians.
an administration was in place. We were all complaining about the same issue. And this administration also complained that they were not doing enough to stop the galamsey. So get me into power, I'll do this for you. And today, if you are talking about and you're still making references to the old administration, Ghanaians are watching.
You have failed.
We should be careful how we are.
That's a failure.
Indulge me a bit. Indulge me a bit.
Somebody has destroyed the forest. You have to tell the person you have done it.
Just indulge me a bit. In the same manner,
9 months you'll be talking.
I hear the NPP as well profess what they did in their era, which they think brought results, and sort of want to impose it on the NDC as well. Why then? Why are we cherry picking? Where when the NDC wants to refer to what they believe the NPP did wrong, the NPP doesn't want to accept it, but the NPP want to profess strategies and mechanisms that they did in their era that worked, and that the NDC should accept it. Do you understand my argument?
I understand your argument perfectly. And like I said, today, what are we saddled with? The previous administration, before NDC took over, MPP took over, they had also, said a lot of things about that administration. So from that time to today, the issue is that people are still dying. We have this issue, we have not gotten a solution out of it. So at a point, there should be a breather that people must give us solutions in terms of what they are doing and their results. That's all that we are calling for. If you go back to the 300 licenses that have been revoked, and I was happy, my brother said it started from the previous administration. Did you see any date, the operations of those people who have been, licenses that have been revoked? It's starting from where? I don't have the data.
Prof, it's 2017.
It stated 2017.
Yes, they gave the profits. They were just sharing it to them.
No, all the
300.
The 300.
They are from MPP.
Well, I have not looked at that. But if you started from 2017, fair enough. But I would like to see when it started.
Then we'll be able fair to. Okay.
But we shouldn't all the time be lamenting because
I agree with you, Prof. I agree with you. Let's spend just a few minutes as well talking about the legacy of Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings, and sadly, we lost her yesterday. Now, it brought, yesterday the conversation has advanced so much to women empowerment conversations, and it brings to bear the work she did during the 31st December movement. And even after the Beijing Declaration, the history says that it was one of the things that propelled, at the time, the Constitution to want to recognize spousal rights. But unfortunately, if you visit that provision in the Constitution, Article 22, you would realize that it was just mentioned in there that in a matter of practicability, they would enact regulations or some sort of, rules to be able to regulate spousal rights. It's been over 30 years. Today, Nana Konadu Ajama-Rawlings is passed, and whilst we're mourning and celebrating here, we remember that there was a law that was supposed to have been passed to at least bring some fair and equity into the distribution of property rights. I hear that bill goes to Parliament back and forth and all of that, but really never gets to see the daylight. If I wasn't a woman, I would say that it looks like because Parliament is very filled with a lot of masculine representation, and so they do not see the importance of that spousal right. But Kamal, moving forward, one of the questions we've been asking, what can we do to immortalize her memory? What can we do to immortalize the fight for women empowerment and child development in this country?
Before we deal a bit on, we come to this legal issues that you have raised as to whether or not spousal rights is indeed given a boost in this country. Let me first of all eulogize the first former lady, the former first lady of the Republic of Ghana, who in fact appeared to be the longest serving ever. She's contributed her quota to national development, despite the tradition that brought them in, which we all sought to castigate, because coming at the point of the barrel of the gun to seize power, nobody thinks is palatable. That is why coup d'etats are indeed not upheld or not held in high esteem today. That said, the gun brought them, the gun maintained them for some time, and got to a level where people had to cry, the spillage of blood and all that, got to a level where identification haircuts were given to people. Ghana went through a lot, got to a level where you could not even express yourself freely under these people. They could not, press conference, press freedom was a problem.
Why is this necessary?
No, I'm just telling you the background that brought her. Nonetheless, she did well. Even that, with all this, run up to 1992, when we pushed for a democratic form of governance, and they agreed. It took her husband, Jerry Rawlings, our former president, to use his blood to thumbprint or sign the first constitution of the NDC.
What does that
tells
mean?
you. I'm telling you what.
Like physically?
Physically.
He cut his thumb.
Yes. Cut his
Used
thumb.
blood.
Use his blood.
Is it true?
You know, he'll answer you. I will not tell you what. Wait a minute. I'm continuing. It's my fault. I mean,
That's some
it's my
history
time.
I've not read
I have told
anywhere.
you to
That's
use his
why
blood
I'm fascinated.
to sign or to thumbprint their first constitution to establish that party. It took the wife to design the emblem of the NDC for them. She did that. She designed the logo of the NDC for them. Okay, that's how come they went to court later on when she was claiming the patent rights to this design and all that. After doing all this, these people who are very ungrateful, NDC, very ungrateful, look at how they treated the husband. They called him a barking dog, and that they had tamed the barking dog. That's how ungrateful NDC appears. So. Then they proceeded to call her names.
Are you doing things right?
No,
because
I am doing it.
when they start to
Let
also
them
call
continue.
me,
Oh, why? Let him do it.
I think when you're
Why?
coming on the table for equity,
He called for it. I thought we were going to have this morning. He called for it. I'm saying that these ungrateful beings who appear to be like they are the saints of today, this is what they did to even their founder.
But you had the
and did it to the founder's wife.
We had the chance to do things.
You remember right up to 2012, that infamous congress they had in Sunyani, Fonka Games and Fonka. They subjected this woman to a very inhumane treatment. Today they want to cry more than they breathed. and say they are the best. She's our mother and she's whatever. She's your mother, really? What you did to her? What got her to form NDP? These ungrateful beings here. You understand? So for me, in as much as we are mourning and we are sad, the last thing, to the extent that the daughter, who is a 3-time member of parliament, very sharp, senator, excellent doctor she is, served diligently, because of the father's hatred, the mother's hatred, she's sitting somewhere, not even appointment for her. And you say you are the best. This is how they've subjected the first family too. For me, it's sad. It's not my party, it's for them. Anyway, the cadres who are watching me this morning know what they did to their founder and know what they did to their roots. They have no roots. That's how come they attack every root.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Rashid, Tanko maybe. Do you see where Kamal is coming from? And do you agree, if many people watching us today feel the way Kamal
Yes,
feels?
I feel sad for her.
I think you give him his time, will you not?
I am not a learned Islamic cleric. I've read the Quran. I'm from that family of Islamic. My brother is learned.
I'm not learned. No, I went to Saudi Arabia. We're going to Saudi Arabia doesn't mean I'm a learned Islamic cleric.
You are like, you have seen.
I'm not.
You have seen Mecca. I want to see one before. You have
not been to Mecca?
I've not been to Mecca.
That's a shame. You should be.
Now I'll go, definitely.
That's a shame. You should be.
Now I'll go.
You have the capacity.
But you know what? In Islam, when somebody dies, you don't speak evil of that person. That's what the religion says. See what you are doing. You have to go. Today is Friday. You have to do something. When we go to mosque and pray for forgiveness.
I spoke about your evil,
No.
her evil.
As about you have spoken evil against the woman. You said she and the husband kill people.
It's a fact that stated, not evil.
What facts
they came with a gun.
About? I'm saying you said
the husband came with a gun. That's true.
Today is Friday.
It's a fact. No,
you have
to, nothing to do with.
You have to appease yourself. Because
AFRC, they came with a gun.
When you go, you are no more a Muslim. You know, that's what the religion says. It's a fact. I'm just telling you, live camera.
Kamal, he was quiet. Please let him have his moment. I have very few minutes to wrap up.
Konadu Ajiman-Rollis, she's part and parcel of the history of NDC. Nobody can discount it. She's our mother. I've worked with her from the 90s. I've been with that lady, a very fantastic woman. When we started the democratic culture, when Kamal and his group of people were saying that Ghanaians should vote no against the constitution, he's just referring to talking plenty. Prof, I'm sure you're aware of that. MPP and his group said they should vote no against the constitution in 1992.
That's not true.
It's a fact.
That's not true. So you are a Muslim. Don't lie.
That's
not true.
Aduba and his group.
It's very untrue.
And President Kufuor, then candidates, they all said, let's vote no against the constitution.
No.
There were the no people.
We advocated for it.
Oh, come on.
Oh my God. No.
Come on.
No, we don't do this.
See,
this is a big platform. That's why I'm surprised about it.
No, because people have said that because the constitution came right after the revolution.
But we did not say we should vote against the constitution.
Okay.
Come on.
The Dankwa Buzia club that we formed was actually what pushed Rollins and co to go into multi-party democracy. So why then we say we should vote against?
This is their story.
He's a Muslim.
This is their
a big Muslim.
story.
You should know
tell
this.
their story for them.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Nah?
But when you are saying the story, I said they stayed on fact.
Please give him. Please allow him. Come on. Please allow him. It is his story. Let him tell it, please.
Tell my story. You've said your story. I didn't interject.
Don't lace it with lies.
No, because you have already announced that they're sending people watching. Please, come on.
That's fine. Hold your fire. You know, I said initially, these people have a penchant of trying to change the history of Ghana and trying to bastardize our educational system with their rhetorics. You see what he's trying to do this morning? Everybody knows. Look, even a primary school child knows that in 1992, this group of people, even to the extent GBA, refused to join the Consultative Assembly in drafting because that we brought hairdressers and other people, carpenters to come and draw a constitution. What kind of constitution was that? They were not going to participate in that. They refused. And when the constitution came out, we were then the DYLG, Democratic Youth League of Ghana. That's at the wing of PNDC. Young, small boys going around in the villages telling them, vote yes, we now want to bring you democracy. These people who said they were learned people, who said they shouldn't vote yes against, that the constitution is meant for all this. That's what they were doing in 1992. Nana Konadu mobilized the women, 31st December women, to make sure that they all came out in their numbers to vote yes, so that we can now have a democracy that we are enjoying today. Come on. You are speaking evil of that woman and everything. Meanwhile,
It is Nana Konadu.
About the evil you did to her.
The
evil you did to her is what I'm talking about.
I've been saying that when MPP are speaking, watch them closely. So we have to fix them. These people in Ghana.
The evil you did to her.
Because the way they are, when they are speaking, you have to watch them closely. When Nana Konadu was solidarizing with them, we warned that, look, these are not the group of people you should go and solidarize with. MPP, they are not the group at all. You know what they did to you and your husband? To the extent the same group said your husband was not a Ghanaian. In 1992, when your husband was going to be...
At least we didn't call him a dog.
They said the husband was not a Ghanaian.
But we didn't call him a dog,
and therefore,
a backing
he
dog.
was not qualified to be a president of Ghana. They went to court against... They even went to court to say that the court should stop the celebration of 31st December and all that.
Yes, we did. We succeeded.
And they succeeded.
Yes.
We have no problem with that. We respected the law and went ahead. So later, when Nana Akufo-Addo came closer to them, their family, we won. These are not the group of people you should be coming closer to.
You won the backing dog.
No, we say that we won.
Somehow, you had
and
your
the
time.
family saw it later. You remember, even our founder, His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, on his sick bed. You remember what happened the 2020 election? On his sick bed, he was doing this. Do you know why he was doing that? When even Nana Akufo-Addo...
You are hearing things.
I say, I'm telling you, you know why he was doing this? He was saying they should vote for John Dramani Mahama.
Why was he number 2?
Yes, that was our position. You remember that thing? And because these people had made sure that they managed to convince our mother, and our mother was thinking that they were the best of people, they should solidarize. Today, see, they are speaking evil against her death. They are speaking evil against her death. She died, and we are mourning.
The evil you did to her.
And
that's what
I'm saying, that today, my brother Kamal will have to go to Friday mosque and pray to God so that he become a Muslim again. Because as we speak now, he's not
Prof, will you support a state funeral for her?
For saying this thing, you know it. What you have just done. You don't speak evil against him.
You are a pastor.
You haven't spoken evil against any dead person.
Would you support a state funeral for her?
Yes, I support 100%.
Yeah, of course.
You know, her work is widely recognized. I said in my intro, her work is widely recognized, cut across all other barriers, lifting grassroots members, economic activities, to all the way to national legislation. You know, she paid her due, and I'm sure we remember her. What must we do so that we don't forget what she did for this country? I'm sure that was a question, and you started by asking us the spousal rights that has not seen the light of day. I'm sure what we can do, that bill must be passed in memory. And then, beyond the national recognition, we should be able to set up, for me, because I come from I have an educational background, a scholarship for rural girls. This administration must set up scholarship for rural girls. That should be able to, something that we can use. But my last comment on that is that her legacy should be a living verb, not a fading now.
Right, very well said.
On the spousal rights,
very well said.
let's commend our courts. Our courts have done so well on that anyway.
Up,
but
yeah,
that's
I don't know.
we need a written law. But of course,
we are in the mourning mood. We'll continue to mourn. I mean, her legacy lives on. The thing that she and the husband laid, the NDC is implementing same. Currently, probity accountability is going on. You see, in our government, accountability is going on. People are going to account for every penny that they took.
After taming the backing dog.
We are going to make sure that every penny...
After taming the backing dog.
Thank you so much.
Accountability is now...
Kamal, thank you so much.
Dog, we are talking about their legacy.
Thank you so much. Look, you should look out for the interview with myself and Tanko a little later today at 9 p.m. He says he's married to two, one Muslim and one Christian, and he's been explaining. He said it's a balanced equation. Look out for that interview on today.
My brother.
But this is the review segment on the AM show. We've got more on the show. Please stay.
Is it interesting?